Yank is here. Today I will be talking about a great way to improve your control over the bow hold that is helpful for beginner violinists, especially for young players. So if you're a teacher who works with young violin enthusiasts or a parent of a beginner violin student, keep watching this video, for it might save you a great deal of time and improve the overall experience teaching and learning the instrument. Guys, let's face it, violin is indeed a challenging instrument. It's universally considered to be one of the hardest music instruments to learn, especially in the beginning. There are just so many variables you have to deal with as a violin player. For starters, making a good sound, which requires some great control of the bow. Coordination between left and right hands is quite tricky. Standing or sitting up straight requires stamina and body balance. It can be tiring and takes practice. Expressing emotions and dealing with performance anxiety is another challenge applicable to any artist, no matter the age. Finally, hitting the right notes is one of the biggest difficulties. The violin doesn't have frets like a guitar, so it can be hard to put our fingers to the right spots on the fingerboard to play in tune. If you're a beginner who is eager to play the violin, you would have to face many of these challenges all at once. On the other hand, if you're a music teacher like myself, you know from experience with young kids how the early excitement of violin playing can turn into frustration very quickly. The young students often don't possess enough focus to control the multitude of essential things we discuss in our lessons again and again. And with one lesson a week, the common practice in the busy modern world, the task doesn't get any easier. But let's bring it to a whole new level and say that the only experience of violin learning you have is through an orchestra playing in your school program. Orchestra teachers will understand to teach the violin or any stringed instrument only in ensemble settings without any support from individual lessons is a monumental challenge. So what to do? Well, there's some help out there, and today I will be talking about an interesting solution developed in the company Things for Strings and their founders Ruth and Martha Bronze, who are experienced violin and cello teachers. Ruth and Martha came up with a solution that they branded Bow Hold Buddies, which is essentially a bow hold guides. Bow hold buddies is a simple two-part accessory that can be used on any violin or viola bow to help the beginner players with the right hand and fingers positioning. The developer's idea was that the bow hold buddies help students to enhance their sensory feedback, so they could feel the correct bow hold placement without looking at the right hand, and therefore have their eyes naturally concentrating on sight reading the music and their streaky left-hand fingers. Now, in full disclosure, I must mention that the Things for Strings company contacted me to provide an honest review of their Bow Hold Buddies accessory, and that's exactly what I'm going to do in this video. The Bow Hold Buddies sample that I received came in the nice neat package, and the accessories were already sitting on the short pencil, which is an excellent idea to prevent the accessory from accidental shipping damage. Additionally, it provides a quick preview of how the product will be positioned on the bow stick. My sample got a deep blue color. Things for Strings website offers other color options, including pink, raspberry, and black. On the back of the package, there is an easy-to-follow picture guide on how to mount the device onto the bow. In most cases, I would recommend the experienced teacher to do it. There is nothing tricky about the process, but removing the screw and frog from the bow, as well as assembling everything back in place, requires some care and knowledge of the violin bow mechanics. Once the bigger part of the accessory is in place, the frog and screw can be reassembled, and the smaller part, which is called by the founders slide hold fish, can be slid onto the bow from the screw side. Once both parts of the accessory are installed, they can be adjusted to match your individual hand profile. The Bow Hold Buddies is made in universal fit for child to adult hand sizes, so the ability to increase the space between both parts of the device is very useful. It's also made to fit all bow sizes, which is nice as well. After trying the accessory myself, I can agree that it does help to keep the right hand thumb flexible and curved, which is one of the most important and hard-to-follow concepts for the beginner students. The slide hold fish part promotes the curved shape and correct placement of the pinky. I especially like the fact that the molding of the accessory encourages the hand to lean towards the index finger. This is something that I find very important for the right distribution of weight balance, and ultimately, this correct shaping leads to a better bow control, smooth bow changes, and finally to a good tone production, which is our goal from the very first steps of learning the instrument. The Bow Hold Buddies are nice to touch. They're just firm enough to provide a comfortable feel in the hand, and the surface seems to be quickly catching up to a natural body temperature. The accessory is made of medical-grade silicone rubber, so no latex allergy concerns for those students with sensitive skin. Last but not least, the device seems to be quite durable and can be washed by hand or in the dishwasher. Overall, I really like the device. I can confirm that it was made with the understanding of the greatest challenges that the violin teachers and beginner violin students face all the time. It's useful in promoting the correct shape of the bow hold and can save time and effort by preventing students to develop bad habits of the incorrect bow hand setup. The bow hold bodice kit priced below $33, which is roughly only the amount you will pay for half an hour individual lesson nowadays. The investment is definitely worth it. I can recommend this product for I'm sure it helps the beginner students to master the basics of the bow hand setup quicker and their teachers to have more fun during the lessons and practice sessions. To learn more about this product, as well as to order your bow hold bodice accessory kit, please follow the link to Things for Strings website in the description below. Thanks for watching this video and have fun playing the violin.